Scientists say the phenomena known as the Van Allen belts can spawn killer electrons when the Earth's magnetic field changes. These electrons that are being studied could have an important effect, not only on satellites, which has happened in the past, but could also affect the astronauts by creating large doses of radiation that could influence their health. The electrons can penetrate through various materials, including spacesuits, and can pass through, in fact, the walls of the space station, and can create high charges deep inside of these objects.
What powered the air conditioning?
What powered the air? Batteries. You had a number of big batteries in the lunar module. They powered pumps, they powered the air conditioning, they powered the communication system, and that's the reason we were only able to stay on the moon 33 hours. Later on, we got a little better batteries, more batteries, and we could stay longer. But batteries turned out to be, for the weight involved, the thing that gave you the power. Now the best. The rocket engine that we used to descend to the moon was a very simple rocket engine, and when you were in it, you couldn't hear it in the vacuum of space.
Is the engine loud as you're descending?
Well, the engine is very loud. It's very difficult to tell the difference between feeling sound and hearing sound, but yes, it's loud.
And when you were in it, you couldn't hear it in the vacuum of space.
Any ill effects from the Van Allen radiation belts?
No, I'm not sure we went far enough out to encounter the Van Allen radiation belt. Maybe we did.
Beginning at an altitude of 1,000 miles and extending an additional 25,000 miles, lay lethal bands of radiation called the Van Allen radiation belts.
I don't know exactly how far out the radiation Van Allen belt is. It didn't seem to bother us very much.
I don't know the distance to the Van Allen radiation belt, and if we did, it wasn't a problem.
The belts are 1,000 miles to 25,000 miles above the Earth.
Then we went right out through them.
No effects on your cells?
We didn't even know it. I don't think anybody, well, maybe somebody said you went through the radiation belt, but we didn't feel it inside.
I saw CNN. They said that the radiation belts surrounding Earth are more dangerous than previously believed. Just when they got within 600.
We saw shooting stars, but they're not shooting stars with your eyes closed, although they look like it. Close your eyes and just pay attention. You don't notice unless you pay attention. Then all of a sudden you'll see a little flash like a shooting star, except it's like that. There goes one this way. Then one just blossoms. And then not that fast. Maybe you wait 3 minutes or 2 minutes and one goes whoosh. Then one just blossoms. And then not that fast. Maybe you wait 3 minutes or 2 minutes and one goes whoosh. And one goes whoosh. Whoosh. My guess is in Earth orbit, if you closed your eyes and just paid attention, that you would see them. Closing your eyes are dark, you don't notice them. But if you'll close your eyes and pay attention, then you see them whistling back.
Now, on the way to the moon, we did conduct lots. We weren't passengers way to the moon.
We're passengers.
You close your eyes and you can see these things shoot by. We all saw it.
Not on our mission, by the way, they hadn't been discovered yet. I saw them one day on the moon. It wasn't dark, and it was kind of dark, it wasn't dark, and it was kind of dark, and I saw this flash of light, and it looked like it was on the moon, but really it wasn't. It was a flash of light in my eye. Really? Now, Von Braun might have been in favor of it, or he might not, but I'm sure if we asked him after it was all done, he would have said, what a great idea. What a great idea. What a great idea.
We found that. I guess you're familiar with the FARCE special.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with it. I watched it. Yes, it's a good it's a money making thing. they don't have the landing legs extended. You know why? It won't hold the lunar module up on Earth. But that's not, those landing legs are extended. But how can I make some money and make a movie? Well, I can make porno. That's good. Really?
They're clearly pretending to be halfway to the moon when they're not halfway to the moon.
That is bullshit. I don't care what you say. I went to the moon and back, and everyone that's a scientist knows it. Now, if you want to not believe it, it's okay, you know? It's okay. It's a better story. It just happens to be a lie, that's all. It just happens to be a lie, that's all.
Say your name?
My name is Alan Bean.
I swear to God and affirm.
I swear to God and affirm.
Under penalty of perjury.
Under penalty of perjury.
Treason.
Treason? No, not treason. Treason has nothing to do with it. What's treasonous?
That's doing something fraudulent to the taxpayers.
That's crap.
Well, what
That
about
isn't treason.
under penalty of eternal damnation?
Under penalty of eternal damnation.
And under penalty of treason.
Treason is when you sell out your country.
Well, if you used $135 billion to not go to the moon.
That's still not treason. That's still not treason. I've said enough.
No science fiction. Going to the moon was all science facts, although sometimes it seemed like it was science fiction.
Really?
There are also those who've criticized our decision to end parts of Constellation as one that will hinder space exploration below low Earth orbit. But it's precisely by investing in groundbreaking research and innovative companies that we will have the potential to rapidly transform our capabilities, even as we build on the important work already completed through projects like Orion for future missions. And unlike the previous program, we are setting a course with specific and achievable milestones. Early in the next decade, a set of crewed flights will test and prove the systems required for exploration beyond low Earth orbit. The systems required for exploration beyond low Earth orbit.
Water, how do you recycle the oxygen? It's being made crucible test bed where we've been trying to grind out all the lessons that will eventually let us go to the moon, that will eventually let us go to the moon.
Astronauts to the moon.
Plan that NASA has is to build a rocket called SLS, which is a heavy lift rocket. It's something that is much bigger than what we have today, and it will be able to launch the Orion capsule with humans on board, as well as landers or other components to destinations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go, and this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
NASA's next spacecraft, already being built and tested across America, will do those things and more.
This is the spacecraft that's going to take humans to explore the solar system. It's the next big step for NASA in exploration.
Called the Orion Multipurpose Crew Vehicle, or MPCV, this next-generation spacecraft will enable America to explore beyond low Earth orbit.
As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
The technologies that we're testing out on Space Station are definitely helping us with our goals of going beyond low Earth orbit. So we have a really robust exploration program at NASA.
seen anything that indicates the telemetry data is even in existence, and as I said, even if we had it, we don't have the machines to play it back.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't really give you much of a clue as to where this data ended up and whether it still exists or not.
I go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back.
For landing on the moon, I was very excited, and so in order to contain that excitement, to be calm and collected, I had to remind myself frequently as we're coming in that I was back in the simulator.
Let's see that again.
I was back in the simulator.